Greetings everyone, Peter here from OutdoorsRoam. Just a quick video today on the Bluetti AC180. I was recently looking for an inverter for the Caravan because I thought it would be nice to run a kettle and the small toaster that we've got off mains. So I thought, well, I've got the new batteries in there and the new solar panel, so maybe I can get an inverter. I started looking at the price of inverters and I was like up at 2,000, maybe 3,000 watts. And then I happened to look at the Bluetti power stations, which obviously got a built-in inverter, and in the sale they were only $1,099. So I thought, oh, what the hell? So I've grabbed one of these. So I recently unboxed it. This is the display, fully charged up. One of the first things I grabbed for it was the solar panel lead. So this is the iTech one from Anaconda. I did make the mistake initially of buying the wrong one because you've got to get the right that's not the right cable. Hang on, where's the cable? Oh, no, that is the right cable. Yeah, that's the one. So you can see you've got a positive and a negative here. Now, they obviously connect together, red to red, black to black. The first one I bought was, I just went for the cheapest option because I think that one was about $24.99 and they had one for $15. So I bought the one for $15. And then when I got home, I realised that the polarity is different. So I had to take it back and it was an easy swap at Anaconda to get the right one. So yeah, that's just the iTech cable. I think it was, I don't know if it's normally $24.99, but yeah, $24.99. So that'll allow me to hook that up to my solar panel via an Anderson. Now, I have only got a small solar panel and I don't even know if it works. It's only 120 watts, so it's probably get peanuts through it. I have been looking at some other options, but next time I'm out, I'm going to give it a try and see what comes into it. I have actually tested this already on the toaster and the kettle in the van and it worked perfectly. But maybe today I can plug it into the old Waco 55 litre fridge that I've got permanently plugged in here in the garage and see what draw it gets, and maybe even hook it up to the toaster and kettle when I make my brekkie this morning. So as I say, AC180, you probably know all the specs on it already because there's numerous videos on the Bluetti. But for $1,099, I thought it was a bit of a bargain. They're back up to the normal price now, $1,499. But from everything I've read, they're a great piece of kit. So yeah, let's do a little bit of testing. So this is the old Waco 55 that I keep in the garage. Just keep a few odd drinks in it. Keep it running all the time. I normally have it plugged into the mains, but we'll plug it into the Bluetti. I think I've got it set at, well, we'll have a look what it's set to. I'll turn the AC on, just press and hold that briefly. And then there we go, that's powered on. Let's just see what that's set to. 6 degrees, so if I drop it down a bit, let's drop it to 4 degrees. See if we get any draw on the Waco. There we go. So I can hear the compressors come on, and that's just pulling 54, 55 watts. So it's currently 7 degrees, so it's cooling that down now to 4 degrees. But they're pretty efficient, these Wacos. Obviously they don't run all the time, and I think is the average 0.83 watts over 24 hours. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but there you go. There's the output, 50 watts. Super. Another thing I use a lot of around the house and also for the battery coffee machine, as per my earlier video, is the Ozito line of accessories from Bunnings. Now I've got a power charger here, 18 volt Li-ion. I've plugged a couple of batteries into it. I don't know what the state of them. I think one of them's probably charged, one of them's a little bit down. So I'm gonna plug that in, turn that on, and see what they draw when we fire it on, and if it'll work, in fact. Oh, they're both fully charged, so it hasn't drawn anything, so that was a waste of time. We'll have to find some flatter batteries. Right, folks, I've dug out the cordless vac that uses these batteries. The missus absolutely loves this, and I think it was only 100 or a couple of $100, maybe 150, compared to these expensive Dyson things. And as I say, she loves it, and it uses the batteries, so we'll give that a crack. Right, so we'll just take the battery off this one, chuck it onto the charger, and then we will turn it on to start with. That'll help. And then turn it over to AC. Got a bit of action. And there it goes. 129 watts. Reckons it can charge them for 7.3 hours. So that's 2 Ozito 4 amp hour batteries. 127 watts. So yeah, it'll charge the power tool batteries, or in our case, power tool, blower, lawn mower, hoover, mini chainsaw, you name it. We've got Ozito battery powered versions of it. So 127 watts to charge them. Very good. Now this is the kettle that we got when we bought the Caravan. The last owners left it in there. This is just your Kmart 2200 watt job. I thought that was a little bit high, and I actually replaced it with a highly recommended collapsible 240 kettle from Anaconda, which only draws about 1200 watts, I think. But I'll put a picture here that you can see what I bought, because I might do a review of that later, because we used that and that were great. 2 cups of water. It worked fine with the Bluetti when we were away. But I'm going to give this one a try. Now, I don't think this will work, because it says 2200 watts. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it does, 2200 watts. So in theory, it's not going to work. So let's give it a crack. It should shut off when I turn it on. So put it onto AC. There you go, it's gone up to 2013, 2000. Well, folks, I didn't think it'd actually work, to be honest with you. But I thought I'd have to put it into that extra mode where you've got to do an uplift or something. But that's boiling nicely, which surprised me. 2200 watt kettle, and you can see there it's drawing 2011 watts, boiling away. She's sucking the power a little bit. We're doing the trick. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I thought this was 1800 watts. So I'm surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Will it get all the way to the boil? As I say, the other kettle that I've just put the picture of uses almost half of this kettle, half the power. So yeah, she's chewing the power up a bit. She's down to 91% now, only half an hour at this. How much should I put in this? Put in about 3/4 of a litre. Just covered the elements, so you probably got a couple of cups out of it. But yeah, surprised that it did that without me going into the settings and changing it. But there you go, folks. It's almost done. And there you go. Boil the kettle. Oh, and then after it's finished, it hit overload. But it boiled the kettle first, so whether there was a little spike at the end, I didn't notice. But yeah, there we go. Well, it boiled the kettle, and I didn't have to put it into uplifting or whatever it is. Nice one. Right, so what we've got here is your bog standard 2-slice toaster. Again, I think it was a Kmart job, but it was supplied in the van that we got, and we have used this successfully. As you can see there, it's a 750 watt toaster. I will bang the Bluetti on, and in the interests of my YouTubers, I will make me breakfast for you. So there we go, crack it down. What's it sucking? 750 watts. So while that's going, I'll show you the other kettle that I mentioned. This is the mini kettle that I got. It was highly recommended. Like your pop-up kettle. Put that back a bit. So this just pops up like that. This one's, what's this one say? $1100 watts in it. Yeah. 1100 watt, that one. So I'll put some water in that, and we'll boil some water in that while the toaster's going. So just let me go and grab a bit of water, because these are basically the two things that we used while we were camping. So I've popped that in as well. Oh, toaster's done. I like to cook them both at the same time. Let's turn the kettle on. So the kettle is drawing 1000 watts. We'll just pop that down again, just to see what we get with both of them going. Fans come on the Bluetti, but 1700 watts, no worries there. So we got the tea and toast going, and that's basically what we did in the caravan on our last small trip away. Didn't film that, unfortunately. Bit of a shame, because we got smashed with hailstones 5 minutes after setting up. But hey ho, I'm not a pro YouTuber. So there you go, yeah, 1740. So get yourself, if you want to save a bit of power, get yourselves one of them pop-up kettles, because it's only 1100 watts as opposed to 2200 on the other kettle, and it won't chew up as much as your battery. All right, let's pop this toast out and go and have my brekkie. A nice cup of tea. This toast should be pretty close now, but what I'm going to do is plug it into my mains. So now you can see it's gone to grid. So it's now sucking in 1060 watts while it's pushing out 760. Now I think this is going to be burnt in a minute. Yeah, not bad. How do you like your toast? And what do you have on it? Marge or butter? Or oil? Anyway, I'm going to have that with a bit of margarine and maybe a bit of honey this morning and a cup of tea. So, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to test, but that's basically my essentials in the caravan that I'd use with the Bluetti, the toaster and the kettle. and it works fine. Bob's your sister. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. There's me breakfast by Bluetti. Didn't have any honey, so we had to go with the peanut butter option and a double bagger Yorkshire tea. Have a great day. Peter out. Oh, and please subscribe and like if you enjoyed what I've put on there. TTFN.